Hello and welcome to the CMT Trade Fair in Stuttgart, Germany. This is the hall, got a whole hall here for Knaus Sky Ti, and you can see that the colour scheme here is being pretty well laid out. We've got the blue for the Knaus fans, we've got the orange there for their brand Weinsberg, which is meant to be a cheaper brand, but as you can see, some of the cheaper brand on a Mercedes base doesn't make much sense to me. We've got camper vans here at 111,000 euros plus, and today I'm going to show you one over here, which is the on it. I was going to go on that one. We're going to go on another one. Sky Ti vehicle. Sorry, I don't want to put somebody else off when they're actually filming, and people say, I've heard people say to me, I'm going to go to the competition, but it's not a competition. We all know each other, we like each other, we'll send each other leads. Okay, Sky 650 MF, and let's have a look in this vehicle. This thing here is going to cost 83,260. The vehicle itself is 7 meters or 696 centimeters long, 232 wide, 218 inner width, 290 height, and has a clearance of 2 meters. I would describe this vehicle as being a little bit old-fashioned in its the way it's been laid out. I don't mean that in a negative sense. I mean, there's lots of things about Knaus which I can say which are negative, but I don't mean to say it's old-fashioned. I mean in a negative sense. Actually, in some ways, I'm pretty old-fashioned. So, what we got here is the side bed, which may suit people who are a bit less physically active. We have through here this really enormous washroom and toilet. And up here we have a bit of storage. And note the way that it slopes down. It's the outer side of the vehicle. Bit of there, we've got space for towels. The towels wouldn't get wet. Well, sorry, shouldn't get wet in the shower, because if we put this wall over like this, the wall, and move this thing out down there, that'll go back over there, and that gives us the shower. And this thing comes out here. Sorry. No, it doesn't. This bit comes out here. Sorry, got that wrong. Sorry. There you go. That joins on there magnetically, and that holds that in place, and that keeps your towels dry should you want. And that gives you a pretty large floor plate for your self. All right, so let's open this back up again, because I like to have things nice and bright and open. That's just the way I am. And in here, I wouldn't point this out though, whereas it's got this non-slip surface. It does have 2 drainage holes at either side, and sort of way of directing the water where you want it to go, which is down the plug hole. The drainage holes, they're the wrong size, they're small size. They really, I say it's our experience of many years in a vehicle, one should have either domestic size or drainage with filters built in, because it gets blocked constantly. And there's me in the van, and I've got short hair, and there's the dog who doesn't go in here, but her hair's tended to end up in there. At least I think they were hers. Weren't the same colour as mine, but anyway, that gets blocked up. I mean, okay, I'm a cyclist. Okay, I'm bringing back sand and things stuck to my feet and all the rest of it. But that's why you need large plugs like this one. That's the size, right? Domestic size. Same goes for here. Gets blocked up with food waste and all the rest of it. Bang, get a filter, stops this happening. Good. Let's have a look in here. This layout in other vehicles is quite similar actually, but there you've got you've got a wardrobe. It says up there we've got some USBs. Where are the USBs? Well, we've got the under that funny thing at the top, which I suppose you charge it with night, and you've got a 230 volt plug there as well. Storage here, and let's don't put my shoes on the bed if I can avoid it. I'm trying to avoid it. And you can see they've also used right to the very back. They've used the space. That's a positive sign. Also got these little bags there. Not many manufacturers do that anymore. Hymer used to do it though, in the noughties in their vehicles. Okay, corner kitchen, 3 burners, and there you go. And down here, bit of storage, and it has soft close function, which I'll demonstrate. Didn't hear that one. Here, we'll try it again. I wanted to hear it. That one was closed, but I didn't hear it anyway. Okay, space here for spices, I presume. Not a good idea there. Anything that might fall out, rattle. Okay, maybe it was a tall jar. Well, maybe I'm exaggerating a bit. But I like things to be closed so they don't fall out and all over the place. This is a good thing. But look at this. This is, once more, this is an example of how building things by people who don't really appreciate what this basket only goes back a certain part, maybe 60% of the way. So you've got a stack of space at the very end which is not used. So what would we do in a case like this? Well, I would hope that this would come out completely and then we'd have access to that space. Otherwise, that space at the back is lost, and it's a fair bit of space. There's all sorts of things that could go down there. And anyway, down here we've got a bit of storage as well as you get under the seat. And oh, I see that's broken as well. The grill for the heating down there. Hey, I shouldn't be like that. There's a step there, and there's a step there. Things I wouldn't really expect in a vehicle at this price level. Thetford fridge. Come down here into the living part. There's not a huge amount of clearance above my head. I'm going to turn the camera around. There you go. Can you see me? So not a huge amount. It's any taller than me, and that possibly is too little room. Deep drawers. Okay, there's a bit of space here. I suppose you could use for foreign coins or something. And of course, whilst I'm here, I would like to point this thing out here, is that you've got this skylight. Skylights are great up here, and I'd like to demonstrate this if I can. Well, that's tight. If you close the thing off on the outside and on the inside completely, heat can build up, and that heat can then lead to the buckling of the plastic in this window. What you do to avoid that is, if you're moving along, leave a gap here so that the heat can escape. And incidentally, same thing goes with the fridge. If you've got a 3-way fridge, then you open the grill from the outside. I need to do a video on looking after fridges in hot weather. Seems a bit ironic as it's -6 outside today. Good, so that's this van. Right, as always, I like to try, well, not as always, but sometimes I like to try and give you other solutions. I'd have a look at the equivalent in death lifts rather than this one, which I think is a far better built. Bosner. And the Bosner version is considerably cheaper. So have a look at that. I don't recommend Knaus as a brand at all. Good, right, 142 litre fridge. We've got a 27-inch LED smart TV. Now, because of the position of the bed, we're not going to get much of a garage on the outside. So I'll show you that now. You'll find that garage more or less the same size in every brand, and obviously there's a bit more space under there. You can't do any better than that because of the bed. Oh, not just the bed. Here we've got the gas, 2 gas. Now, if you, I thought for I should put it, less physically able people, what would be good is a pull-out system, and you know, for the cost of a van, 83,250, I think that could actually be thrown in my opinion. Right, so the set high-strength fiberglass roof. There you go, platinum selection Sky TV. That is your septic tank, the cassette toilet. This here is this service box. I think is a pretty good thing, and I like this. Put your water through there, your electrical point through there, you thread your cable through, stops it getting stolen, which I hope it would. Good. Thanks very much for watching. Hope you found it interesting. I upload every day, 21:15 Central European Time, which is where I am, and I'm often there for the premieres. So if you are there at that time too, this gives you a chance to interact with me and with other viewers. I also do frequent live broadcasts when I'm at events, and occasionally I do them at other times as well. I'll let the music play and I'll show you around the stand. That's the theme tune of this event. I do like to actually let it run. I think it's a nice, friendly, exciting in a way, promising of great journeys tune. So every day it plays, I try to get people in the mood for travel using it. Okay, good. So I'll take you back to the van, which I was just talking about. And thanks for being here and watching this. And you know when I upload. And all the best from me in Germany.